Hey rail fans, Dave here. Back to California, Pomona actually, Pomona, California, LA Fairgrounds, where we did a couple of videos on the Garden Railroad there. I'll make this little intro short because we begin with a conversation with the coordinator of the layout. He's going to talk about all the various intricacies and things that you might find interesting about the railroad, its history, and its purpose. I also would suggest, please stay to the end because I have an announcement that if you're a fan of this type of thing, you'll want to hear. Anyway, we hope you enjoy this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the other end. Thanks.
Okay, all right. All right, well, welcome to the Fairplex Garden Railroad. My name is Rick Bremer, and I've been the coordinator here since, well, I joined in 2000, and I've been the coordinator since 2014. We have a layout here at Fairplex, which is about the size of a football field. It's about 100 by 300 feet, and it's been here since 1924 on the fairgrounds. Started as an exhibit behind the administration building in 1924 and moved to its present location, 1935. We have about 65 members, all volunteers, and these are all volunteers through the Learning Center at Fairplex, and we are also an exhibit of the programming department at Fairplex. So we get great support from both administration in both facilities, and we get help with maintenance. Anytime we have a serious construction issue, we get facilities will come out and help us with it, major plumbing, and so we're really supportive of all the help that we get from Fairplex. And I like to point out that a lot of people get us confused and they think we're a club. We're not a club. We're actually a year-round exhibit. We're open on the second Sunday of every month, and almost always it's free admission. You can come in, free parking. Of course, depending on the events that are here at the fair. In terms of the actual operation of the Garden Railroad, we have three main tracks. We have two main lines that are about 600 feet long, and one larger main line, which is about 1,200 foot long, which is kind of a folded dog bone. The other two are just loops that go around the whole layout. And then in addition to those, we have about a dozen what we call point-to-point layouts, where the trains will go back and forth and be automatically controlled that way. So we do everything from our control room, which we call our cab. There's a little bit of computer control in terms of operating some of the switches. We have a JMRI system we use for our yard. But other than that, the power is supplied to the track by vintage transformers, which put out almost pure DC power. So we're real fortunate to have those. On a typical run day, we usually have about 10 to 20 volunteers, depending on our schedule. And during the fair, though, we have a lot. It takes roughly 12 people per hour per day to run during the 16 days of the LA County Fair. So that's our big show every year, which is now in May. The areas that you would find on our layout represent California history and how the railroads played a part in the development of California. So you'll see our mountain area where we talk about the mining and the different trains that would contribute to that, to possibly logging. You'll see logging engines and different mountain type geared locomotives too. If you walk down around our corner, you'll go to our Old West area where you can see some of the old Western town. Walking down along the front, the exhibit maintains its history and blends into the 50s, and we even include some buildings from local areas such as Pomona landmarks and some of Southern California landmarks that we try to blend in to the layout, I can say. And if we're talking about having people that are needed to run the layout, it's nice being the coordinator that I can get all the kudos and the good stuff, but in reality,
The tape stopped recording, but Rick went on to compliment all the staff with whom he works. Deserve the credit. The operation would not be without all the staff working together to make the railroad a success. Stay with us. There's much more than the average track view of this vast layout. Now for a few minutes of special trains on interior tracks at the Fairplex.
Good. And they do all the displays here at the fair. So we work
I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoyed putting it together. It was the last of 3 that we did on the Fairplex layout last year. It was a little longer than we normally put into a video, but there was just so much to show, and we wanted to make sure that you had a chance to see some of the specialty items like the big boy and the Hudson with the passenger train, the other items that were at the end of that video, along with the beginning where we had the interview with Rick, a great guy, the coordinator of the layout. And I promised at the beginning a reason to hang out, to get some news. The news is that we're starting a series. I don't know how many units there'll be, but it's on starting a railroad, growing a railroad, improving a railroad, all of those in different videos, obviously. But we're going to talk about everything from planning on paper to planning in the backyard or the garage, basement, or wherever you have the space and time to work with. We're going to talk about the things you should consider, what gauge you're going to plan on using, which will determine the kind of equipment you're going to use, trains, all kinds of things that you need to consider when doing a layout, the planning of it, that is. And we're also going to talk about how to improve your railroad if you already have one, or make sure that you have the ability when you start the railroad to be able to expand it if you want to. A lot of things to consider. We're going to talk about track power. We're going to talk about battery. We're going to talk about dioramas, where you should set dioramas and what they should be. Is your railroad going to be prototypical or whimsical? There's a variety of things to consider, and we're going to cover all those, ask questions, and offer solutions to the things that you should or need to know or would like to know about model railroading. Things to keep you out of trouble as well, or to pre-plan. Don't buy too much, don't buy too little. It'll be exciting. We hope that you will click the subscribe and ring the bell button below so that you'll be able to get notice when we start uploading those videos. Also, we have another swap meet, a different one from the one we did last year, coming up in a different area. They seem to be working quite well because it's not just a matter of a few items that might be there to sell. They have layouts that you can look at, get ideas from. You can talk to vendors, see what's new in the marketplace, or you can save some money. A lot of reasons that you might want to attend a swap meet, even though it may be multi-scale, as these are that we cover. So, again, we appreciate you, especially if you're a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, please, it helps us support this channel to provide additional videos when we have subscribers that appreciate what we're doing. So ring the bell, that way you'll get noticed when we do upload a video. And if you really want to help, give us a thumbs up. That tells YouTube that they should promote this video to others in the YouTube community. So all these things help, and we appreciate your viewership, and we appreciate your subscribing. Thank you very, very much. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great time.